So we are starting coordinate geometry, and the first topic we have is finding the distance between 2 points. Here we have taken different 2, 0, base 6, 0. Then here we have another 2 points, that is minus 2, 0 and minus 6, 0. Another 2 points we have 0, 2 and 0, 7. And this is different from all these first 3. Okay. So in this type of problems, finding the distance between the 2 points, basic formula we have is AB is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay. So in the given, this is x1 and this is y1. A points are taken as x1, y1 and B points are taken as x2, y2. So one thing you can use the formula here are, since here if you observe, the y coordinate in both the A and B points is 0. Y coordinate in both A and B is 0. So directly you can find the distance here. AB is equal to 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. Any value they give for in place of x1 and x2, if the y coordinates are 0, then you can find directly by subtracting the values, that is 6 minus 2. That is, if you take the graph xy coordinate, here you have 0, 0 and 2, 0 means you get somewhere here. Okay, and 6, 0 means here we get. Because on the x-axis we have this 2, 0 and 6, 0, both the points lie on the x-axis itself. So the distance between these 2 points directly you can find by subtracting 6 minus 2 equal to 4. No need to use this formula for this type of problems. Okay, which they ask for 1 mark. Next, find the distance between C, it is minus 2, 0 and D is minus 6, 0. Since the x coordinates are negative, this is minus 2, which we can take it as x1, and here it is y1 for this problem, and this is x2 and y2. x2 is minus 6 and x1 is minus 2, both are negative. Okay, so minus 2, 0, this is minus x-axis, this is minus y-axis, plus x-axis and y-axis. So 2 coordinates x, y we have. So on the negative x-axis we get here somewhere minus 2, 0. This is our C. Okay, another point that we have D, after minus 2 we get it as minus 6, 0. Minus 6, 0. So now if you want to find the distance, they are asking to find the distance between C and D. Even no need to draw the graph in the exam. If they ask for 1 mark and they don't mention use the graph, until unless they mention use the graph to find the distance, no need to draw the graph also. You have to just find the difference between this and this. Since here we have the negative values, but they are asking to find the distance, and distance is not going to be negative, so we can take modulus x2 minus x1. What is x2 minus x1 here? Minus 6 minus of minus 2. Why we are taking mod? Because we have negative values. For negative x-axis, just simply you have to take the mod, which gives the positive value for the distance. Because distance we won't measure in negative values. Distance will be measured in positive values. Right. So that's why we have to take the modulus. And here also we are taking x2 minus x1 because the y coordinates here are zeros. No need to use this. AB is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square formula here also, because y1, y2 are zeros. Okay. Just you have to do x2 minus x1 mod for negative x-axis values. So we know that mod minus 6 it is there. Minus of minus, it is going to be plus 2. Minus of minus, it is going to be plus 2. Now minus 6 plus 2, how much we get? It is minus 4. minus 6 plus 2. A bigger value have negative, so we get minus. Two different signs, minus and plus, so we have to subtract, and the sign which you have to take is whichever on the bigger value side you have to take minus. So minus 4, mod minus 4 is nothing but 4. You can write it as 4 units. If they mention in meters, then you can take it as meters. So this is for distance between CD, where they have given y1 and y2 0. Suppose another type of problem here we have, where it is given x1, y1, x2, y2. And in this, if you observe, the x coordinate values x1 and x2 are zeros. So here, wherever you have the values of both the x coordinate zeros, or in this both the y coordinate 0, no need to use this formula of AB, square root of. You can directly find distance between EF is equal to y2 minus y1. Directly you can do by taking this simple formula of y2 minus y1. 7 minus 2, that is equal to 5 units. So in this type of problems only we can directly do wherever both the x coordinates or both the y coordinates are given 0. So y2 minus y1, it is equal to 5 units. Okay. So if you want to plot where this we get 0, 2 and 0, 7, y coordinates they are given 0, 2, somewhere here we get it as 0, 2. On the y-axis x value will be 0. On the y-axis x value will be 0. And another they have given 0, 7. This we get here. So if you see the distance between these 2 points, it is nothing but 7 minus 2, it is going to be 5 units. Okay. So here there no need to draw the graph until unless they ask in the exam. Directly you can do 7 minus 2, which they ask for 1 mark like that. Okay. So 0, 2 and 0, 7 we get on the y-axis. On the y-axis x coordinate will be 0. On the x-axis, that is this horizontal line, we are going to have y coordinate values are going to be 0. Y coordinate values are going to be 0. That you have to remember. On y-axis, x coordinate values are going to be 0. Okay. Now suppose another problem here we have 4, 0 and 0, 3. Okay. If you observe here, this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. In this, where in one coordinate you can take it as x, capital X and capital Y. Here they have given 0 for y1. And in another coordinate it is given 0 for x2. In this type where two different coordinates, in one it is y1 0 and another x2 0, we can't use this simple formula of y2 minus y1 or x2 minus x1. You have to use the formula of this basic formula square root of x2 minus x1 square, y2 minus y1 square. Okay. So we can take the distance between x and y is xy is equal to square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So here we get, what is x2 here? We have 0 minus x1 is nothing but 4. 0 minus 4 whole square plus y2 is what? 3 minus y1 is 0. So 3 minus 0 square. Now if you observe here, 0 minus 4 square, it is nothing but minus 4 square plus 3 square here we have. And if you observe, minus 4 square is nothing but, if the power is going to be even number, so we get a positive value. If it is cube, then we get the negative value. Since minus 4 into minus 4, it is going to minus of minus plus 4 into 4, it is 16. So here we get minus 4 square is 16. Even power, positive value. Plus 3 square, it is going to be 9. So square root of 16 plus 9 is how much? 25. And you have to remember that square root of 25 is nothing but equal to 5. So it is 5 units. Okay. So So this is how you can find if two different coordinates they ask. Now if you want to plot this on the graph which they ask other exercise problems, 4 comma 0 we get somewhere here. Okay, 4 comma 0 this is going to be x point, and 0 comma 3 here you get 0 comma 3 this is y. Okay, so if you join these two, this distance they are asking to find xy, and this the center origin you can take it as O, where x and y both are zeros. Okay, they are asking to find xy, which we got here distance between the 2 points, it is equal to 5 units. Even you can do like here using the hypotenuse, they are asking to find the hypotenuse xy here, and they have given OX that is 4, OY that is equal to 3. This is 3 here we have, this is 3, okay, and this is equal to 4. So they have given, what it is given, OX it is given 4, and O3, OY it is given as 3. And what they are asking to find is x, y. So you can take the Pythagoras theorem also and you can solve. Xy square is equal to OX square plus OY square. That is using the Pythagoras theorem. This is xy. Xy square is equal to OX square plus OY square. If they ask, solve the problem, find the distance using Pythagoras theorem, then you have to use, using the graph, then you have to do like this. OX square is 4 square, OY square is 3 square. Okay, so this is 16 plus 3 square, that is 9. We get it is equal to 25. XY square is equal to 25. XY is equal to square root of 25, that we get it as 5 units. So you can directly use this formula of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square, and you can substitute, or you can use this using the right angle triangle and Pythagoras theorem you can solve. Okay, here we have another problem where we are asked to find the distance between 2 comma 3 and 4 comma 1. Okay, so here, so you can take this as A 2 comma 3 and B is 4 comma 1. XY also you can take. So you have to find the distance between these two, that is AB. Square root of, you give the names to the coordinates x1, y1, x2 comma y2. x1, y1 and x2, y2. That first thing you have to do is identify the names. x1, y1. x1 is 2, y1 is 3, x2 is 4, y2 is 1. And we have the formula that x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square is the distance between A and B. Okay, so now the value of x2 is 4 minus x1 is 2 square. The value of y2 is 1 minus the value of y1 is 3 whole square. Okay, now 4 minus 2 it is 2 square, and here 1 minus 3 square it is minus 2 square. So this is minus 2 square means it becomes positive because you have an even square. Minus 2 into minus 2 plus 4. So we get here 2 square is equal to 4 and minus 2 square equal to 4, that we get it as root 4 plus 4 as 8. So this you can write it as 2 root 2 units. Okay, how we can write 2 root 2? Root 8 can be written as root 4 into 2. Root 4 is nothing but 2 and root 2 already it is there. So we get the answer it as 2 root 2 units. This is how you have to solve. And another problem they ask where they have given the negative coordinates, minus 1 for x1 and minus 1 for x2. So same formula you have to use. You can take it as x and y, x coordinate and y coordinate. xy is equal to square root of what we have. First you have to identify it as x1, y1. Next this is x2 comma y2. Okay, so same formula as this, x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So if you substitute the values here, x2 is it is minus 1 minus of x1 it is minus 5 whole square. Okay, next y2 minus y1 square, y2 it is 3 minus y1 it is 7, so whole square. So if you observe here, minus 1 here you have, and minus of minus it is going to be plus 5 whole square. And in this here we have 3 minus 7 square, it is 3 minus 7 is minus 4 square. 3 minus 7, bigger value of negative, so minus 4 we get. So here we can write minus 4 square, that is gives 16. Okay, minus 1 plus 5, it is plus 4 square, so that is plus 4 square, also you can write it as 16. Minus 4 square it is 16, and minus 1 plus 5 it is 4 square, we get it as 16. 16 plus 16 is how much? 32. Now this 32 we can write it as 16 into 2. 16 into 2. And we know that this we can separately write root 16 into root 2. Root 16 is how much? 4. And root 2 you can write it as same units. Or you can write the value of root 2, that is 1.414, and you can multiply. Okay, that also you can just simply multiply this 1.414 into 4, and you can write the final answer in units. Okay, give me the answer in the message box. Next we have, show that the points, another problem we have is 4, 2, 7, 5 and C is 9, 7 are 3 points lying on the same line. That means they are asking to show that A, B, C lie on the same line. And if that, it is also called as, another way, same problem they can ask that, show that A, B, C points are called as collinear. Okay, it is both the same, collinear. This is also they can ask, show that the 3 points are collinear. So how to find or how to show that all the 3 points are lying on the same line? You have to find the distance between A, B first. Then you have to find the distance between B, C. Then you have to find the distance between C, A. Then you have observed the distance AB, BC, CA. Then you can identify whether all the points lie on the same line or not. Okay, so first you have to find AB. So square root of, here you can identify this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. So you can write x2 minus x1, that is 7 minus 4 square. Okay, plus y2 minus y1 is how much? 5 minus 2 square. So what we get here? 7 minus 4 square, how much it is? 3 square. 5 minus 2 square also 3 square. So 9 plus 9, we get it as root 18. Root 18 we get, here you can write root 9 into 2. And root 9 is nothing but 3. 3 into root 2 you can write. These units you can write here. Okay. That is, we got the distance between AB. Next you have to find distance between B and C. B is 7, 5 and C is 9, 7. So here if you take this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. Now the distance between BC is square root of x2 minus x1, 9 minus 7. How much? 2 square plus 7 minus 5. y2 minus y1 is 7 minus 5. How much? 2 square. I am directly writing here because x2 minus x1 is 9 minus 7. That is 2. We get 2 square. y2 minus y1 is 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. 2 square. So here we get it as 4 plus 4. 4 plus 4 it is root 8. Root 8 can be written as 2 root 2. Earlier in the problem we have seen here 8 can be written as 2 root 2. That we have written 2 root 2. Okay. Next you have to find the distance between distance between last point, that is C and A. So that you can write a AC or CA, you can write. So here write the point, this is C, where you have this, you can take it as x1 y1. A already you have taken x1 y1, so you can take it as x2 y2. Okay, so x2 minus x1, how much it is? X2 minus x1. 9 minus 4. 9 minus 4 is how much? 5. 9 minus 4 square. Since we have square, so 4 minus 9 also it is okay. 9 minus 4. Next y2 minus y1 square, it is 7 minus 2 square. 7 minus 2 square. So 9 minus 4 square, it is how much? 5 square. Here also we got it as 5 square. So 5 square is 25. 25 plus 25 is 50. So you can write 50 as 25 into 2. 2 times we have root 25 is 5 root 2. Okay. Now if you observe here, the distance AB, the distance BC. BC is 2 root 2. AB is 3 root 2. And finally CA or AC, both you get the same 5 root. What you can observe here, we see that you try to understand by drawing a straight line, and we take a point here A, okay, and we take a point, because if you observe these three values, 3 root 2, 2 root 2, 5 root 2, you can see that CA or AC is the longest length when you compare with the BC and AB. AB is 3 root 2, BC is 2 root 2, and AC or CA is 5 root 2. So C, you can take here the distance between these two is 5 root 2. That means in between, if you take it as a B, so what is the distance between A and B? 3 root 2. What is the distance between BC? 2 root 2. So from this you can observe that AC or CA, means AC is equal to AB plus BC. AC is equal to AB plus BC. AC is nothing but CA. That is both, because we are doing the squares, we get the same value. AC is equal to AB plus BC. Okay. This shows that all the 3 points A, B, C lie on the same line. So that's why these 3 points are called as collinear. Okay. That's how you have to verify. You have to find AB, BC and CA lengths, and you have to compare the value.